The Kansas City Chiefs 33 and the San Diego Chargers 27. A big overtime win to start the 2016 Kansas City Chiefs season. Wow. Where in the hell do I start on this mess? This mess that turned into a euphoric, exciting moment to be happy about. First off, let me just say, kick ass, man. The Chiefs fucking came back and won. Excuse my language, but I'm so freaking impressed with that comeback. But let's start at the beginning. The Chiefs played lackluster, unfocused, unimpressed, undisciplined. They look like they didn't even game plan the San Diego Chargers this week. It looked like whatever the San Diego Chargers wanted to do on both sides of the ball, they could do. On defense, in the first 3 quarters of this football game, the Kansas City Chiefs were missing tackles. Oh my God, everybody missed tackles. I can't just pick on Phillip Gaines because then I'd be forgetting Marcus Peters. He was missing tackles. Derek Johnson was missing his lane on some of those runs by Gordon, as well as Woodhead. It looked like the Chiefs had no clue how to stop the San Diego Chargers. But they didn't get down by more than 21 points, which is a deficit in itself when Alex Smith is the quarterback of the team that's down by 21 points, because this is the biggest comeback in Alex Smith's entire NFL career. This is the biggest comeback in Kansas City Chiefs history. And it's good to know when the game's on the line and half your fans are leaving the stadium with a trail of tears exodus out of the stadium in the upper deck because they didn't want to stick around when the game was 24-3. Let me say props to the fans that stuck around. Props to the fans that were there. But back to my point. Alex Smith brought this team back with dumping it off to Spencer Ware. Spencer Ware had 11 receiving. Let me see. Spencer Ware had, what was his receiving stats? Had 7 receptions for 129 yards. He rushed the ball 11 times for 70 yards and a touchdown on top of that. And props to Alex Smith, who threw the ball 48 times. 34 for 48, 363 yards, 2 touchdowns and an interception, and the biggest comeback in his history, in the Kansas City Chiefs history. You know, to be honest with you, that's what I'd like to see. No, don't get me wrong. I wasn't hoping. I hope the Chiefs start today's game by trailing 24-3, and just to see if Alex Smith can bring us back, because he doesn't do it, but he did it, and he deserves props for that. And you know what you do? You know what you have when you can bring your team back like that? You have confidence. You exude confidence, not only your team, your coaches, your fan base. The entire National Football League sees it now. So now, major props to Alex Smith for bringing this team back. It was important for this game because, like I keep saying, it was the biggest comeback in Kansas City Chiefs history, and Alex Smith. With the game on the line, the Chiefs finally came back and tied the game with 1 minute and 3 seconds left. The San Diego Chargers had the ball at the 25-yard line. On 2nd and 10, they picked up 12 yards to Danny Woodhead, who got out of bounds. They still had that one timeout, and they were within 25 to 30 reasonable yards and a timeout from getting to field goal range, when finally a defensive player makes a play. And who was that? D Ford. Props to D Ford, because he hasn't had a good camp. Everybody knows that, who's been up there watching him closely. But D Ford, it just seems to have a knack against the San Diego Chargers. Last year, here against San Diego in the cold December rain, he had 3 sacks, and with the game on the line, he knocked the ball away, preserving a Kansas City Chiefs 10-3 cold weather rainy game win. So with the game on the line, we need D Ford to step up to make those plays, because nobody on defense was making plays all day. I can't just pick on the D line. I can't pick on the linebackers. I'm picking on everybody. Even Alex Smith in the first half was holding on to the ball too long, taking a couple of unnecessary sacks. But damn it, be proud. This is a kick-ass win. This is something to build upon. But this week at practice, let's get the Chiefs. We got offense, defense, and even on special teams. Got to get more fundamentally sound, because you don't want to put yourself in a 24-3 hole on the road, because it increases your chances of coming back on the road. It's that much tougher. But wear your Alex Smith jersey and be proud, because this this is going to do a lot for his confidence to know that, hey, he can bring a team back. Because we all know his record 2 years ago. I know a lot of you, my friends here, were watching my videos a couple years ago when Alex Smith's record was 334-1 when the opposition scores 24 points. I haven't been keeping track of that stat in the last couple of years, but he's won some games, and today was his biggest one. Okay? Big win for the Chiefs. Big comeback. Let's get fundamentally sound and not start off the game so lackluster next week. This is a good team. This is a good season. This can be a good season. Chris Berman and Adam Schaut from ESPN predicted the Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl representing the AFC this year. Let's play 4 quarters of football next week in Houston because we're going to need to. Until next time, this is Shaggy Shane saying, go Chiefs! Big win today, baby! Big win! Ha ha! Man, that was fucking killer.